Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Ryan of the band Love Spirals, Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan, Ryan of a lot of different things. I'm apparently a man who wears many different hats in life, and happy to be here on another Friday night. And in case you are new, in case you're watching the Love Spirals video premiere a few minutes ago, thank you. If you followed, let me know if you were someone I don't know of from the regular Happy Healthy Vegan live stream. I was going to say, this is something we do every Friday. So if you want to talk to me, and we talk about all sorts of things, just despite the name of the live stream and channel, we just don't talk about veganism. Yeah, we sure talk about a lot of it, but we talk about music. Hell, I'll grab guitars and start playing stuff. I've played many Love Spirals and Love Spirals Downward songs from time to time on the show, especially when I have one of my acoustics tuned in a particular tuning that I used all the time on Love Spiral's Downward songs. We had a guy who was coming out a few months ago. His username here, his channel name was like "And the Wood Comes in a Leaf" or something like that, referencing an old Idol song. So I played "And the Wood Comes in a Leaf" for him. But anyway, Friday night, as the title says here, yeah, we can ask me anything. So anything related to either my why I'm vegan, why I've been vegan since 2010, or anything about music stuff. We'll open it up even more. So like I said, we do often talk about music, but I'll open up any and all music questions tonight. So even if you're a long time Happy Healthy Vegan viewer, you've been wanting to know more about my music career, my instruments and gear, you can ask anything you want. That's all fair game tonight. And also, as the title of this live stream says, no haters tonight. Once again, like last Friday, I had a marathon day at the gym. Again, like last Friday, nearly 3 hours. I got to look on my app. I think I expended even more calories. I think I burnt more than like 1,600 calories this time because I started playing sooner. I had a shorter warm-up. So once again, I don't want to get into fights with people. So if anyone, if you're new to this live stream, one thing that we do sometimes on this channel is people think that veganism is this horrible, awful thing, and we're horrible, awful people, and they want to come here and for some reason try to debunk veganism. So unless I specifically asked you to come here, there's a few people in the comments that I got over this week leaving such outrageously stupid comments. I said, come tell me Friday what you're trying to say, because it sounds like you don't know anything about what you're talking about. So anyway, unless you specifically were invited by me to come here and say your piece about why you dislike me about being vegan, no, we're not going to open up to haters tonight. No vegan haters, no Ryan haters, no music haters or anything like that. Just we want to have good vibes. And it's good to see Jordan Vegan. I haven't seen you, Jordan, in maybe 3 weeks or so on the live stream, maybe a month. So we have Mr. Jordan, so glad to see you back here. So let's see. So let's get right to it. Let's see what kinds of questions you guys may have for me. Sorry if I missed any questions from you guys. I usually miss everything asked in the first few minutes. And also, if you're new too, I just want to mention I'm not like omniscient. I don't see every last comment. I mean, I see most of them. So if I'm not answering your question, be patient. Don't get mad at me. As some people really get offended. Like, they can't understand why I didn't see their question. I try to explain to them I'm just a simple 56-year-old dude. I don't see everything, especially when I have a lot of viewers on. Right now we have about 30, and usually we get up to 80, 90, sometimes 100. When it gets that many, I definitely miss a lot. So I was going to say, just patiently re-ask your question. Maybe you can copy and paste or something like that. I don't think you're, the way I have things set up here, security-wise, I don't think you can spam us. Like, you have to wait at least 10 seconds. So I would say just maybe wait 30, 60 seconds, ask your question again. I already see someone trying to debunk veganism. Okay, Eklund89, animal manure, chemical fertilizer. I mean, you are aware that animals eat crops too, right? In fact, animals eat more crops than all humans combined. Now, roughly 80 billion animals are raised for slaughter every year. And I'm letting everyone know this, even if you're a music fan, you might not know that. So that's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of non-human mouths to feed. So if you want to, anything you're going to say about fertilizers, it's going to apply to your animals too. You might say, well, I eat grass-fed, blah, blah. Yeah, that's not sustainable. We need at least 3 or 4 Earths to have enough arable landmass to produce enough for every human. So if you want to see my video about that, I'll put the link in the show description. I'm sorry, in the live chat here. I've calculated out. I showed all my math. You can debunk it if you like. So anyway, Hey, copy boy, you were yelling. Do you have a question to ask? Hey, Jordan. Oh wow, I see. Our Streamlabs is thanking you for having been a Happy Fam member for 7 months. I thought you've been with us the whole time. I thought we've had this going for like over a year now or something like that. But anyway, always Jordan is always welcome here, and I think you are officially our youngest Happy Fam member. Is the bot moody tonight, Sarah? I'm sorry about that. If anyone wants to try to understand what's going on with the people with the names that are in green and have that little badge, those are our Happy Fam channel members. There's a link in the show description if you want to become one. You can start as low as like I think $1.99 a month. We have 3 levels, and it's just a way for us to to keep the lights on, keep our content going, because it does take a lot of time and effort to be regularly producing content. So if you want, and plus we make exclusive content for our channel members too. Angie filmed one yesterday when we were out and about yesterday, having a nice evening out. So that'll be for our channel members probably early next week. And we also do some live streams exclusively for channel members too. But you don't have to do that. We're going to keep making content for free forever. That's totally cool. But it's just a way for us to have a little more like one-on-one personal connection with y'all. So anyway, Hippie Easta, member for 9 months. Love y'all. Love this place. And yeah, Jordan, I'm with you, man. I wish more people would, just leave the animals alone. Like I said, I haven't had any animal products since 2010, and here I am, still alive, still not deficient, still healthy. My doctors say so. My blood labs say so. Despite all these knuckleheads on social media saying how if you don't eat like an animal, you're gonna die or something like that, when there's so much scientific evidence to the contrary. Hey, Jordan, thanks for this first and hopefully not last super chat tip of the evening. Why love one but eat the other? Exactly. It is kind of a weird contradiction that a lot of people have, and I admit I was one of these people too. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing or a bad person or a good person or anything like that, but yeah, it's kind of weird how like you can see one animal is like worthy of love and other animals is like dinner. It's like, if you believe animals are creatures worthy of love and deserve not to be cruelly exploited and harmed, that's the whole basis of why I went vegan. I didn't go vegan because I thought I was an awesome kick-ass person, and if I go vegan, I'm gonna be a superhuman or something like that. I did it just because I loved animals, and I just realized, then why am I eating them? It just seemed like a weird contradiction. I didn't want to live with it any longer. But anyway, let's see if we have any questions about anything here. The Experiencer 502, what do they do with non-human manure in sanctuaries? I don't know. I have no idea. Jordan, you have been volunteering at an animal sanctuary for a while now. Jordan, do you know what do they do with the manure that the animals produce there? I really have never even thought to ask the one sanctuary owner I know that question. A good question. Never occurred to me. If anyone knows, let me know. Let's see. Yeah, where is Fu, huh, Sarah? He was in the first the Love Spirals premiere earlier, and he is gone now. But let's take some questions. Hey, Dave, hello from the UK. Hello from California. Let's see. Allison, your birthday is coming up next Saturday, so let's see. You're not Leo then. You're after me, but happy birthday to you, Allison. Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, mine was a month ago. Not to take anything away from your birthday there. I'm just saying, I was trying to see if you're a Leo as well. That was my quick and dirty math there. I hope the bots didn't get Foo there. Let's see. Mark Rendon, what band am I listening to now? I'm listening to a lot of music lately, Mark. And thanks for asking that. A lot of its stuff is you guys have never heard, and I've shared it a few times on the live stream, but often I get demonetized by YouTube when I play like a video from bands I'm into. But yeah, lately I've been listening to a lot of like Korean indie music, and some just K-pop as well. But yeah, more just indie underground stuff. Guys that are a little more like, less. They don't do choreography and dance and have cool hair or anything like that. Well, maybe they do, but I don't. But I'm saying just like more like bedroom producers or ones that work in small studios, not ones that are trying to sell like millions of records or anything like that. But if you want some specifics, I can give them to you. But yeah, they're gonna be tough to find because the spelling might be a little tougher. But if Angie wants to share a few bands that we like, she knows exactly what, because we love the same K indie bands, which is really fortunate. And there's all kinds. Some sound like shoegazer bands, dream rock bands. You know, there's ones that sound more like jazzy house music and trap and chill like jazz pop. You know, there's so many cool types of cool music styles that I've been into like my whole life, and they're all, you know, Koreans have latched onto them and done some cool stuff. Okay, Angie's right. Yeah, she said here. Yeah, I said we listen to some straight up K-pop bands too, the big ones that do dance choreography and the cool hair and $1 million music videos and all that stuff. Yeah, Angie listed 2 down there: EXO and aespa. EXO is probably the best singers I've ever heard in my life assembled together. I mean, when I think of great singing bands of the past, I think of, like, you know, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, Crosby, Stills, Nash, stuff like that. And these guys harmonize and sing. Their vocals are probably better than any of those guys. They're such a talented and diverse group of artists, and they have some of the best singers I've ever heard in my life. And aespa has my favorite female vocalist. EXO is a bunch of guys, 7 guys, and aespa is a female band. And my favorite lady singer, I don't know what to call it. Like, I was comparing her, like I told Angie, when I listen to Winter from aespa sing, when she gets a really good song, because some of her music's kind of hard to listen to, it's just kind of not melodic. But when she gets a good song, it's the same thing I used to feel, like the hairs on the back of my neck kind of go up when I would hear like a great Cocteau Twins song or Dead Can Dance, you know, 4AD bands. I used to like those female singers, and Winter does the same thing for me right now. It's cool. I haven't found a singer that really done that for me a long time, and I let her know not every great singer does that to me. There's lots of female singers I love that doesn't happen to me with. It just some just kind of do that for me. It's weird. But anyway, hey, cool, Jordan, thanks for the super chat tip there. And I would love to see your documentary. Let me know when your documentary's ready, Jordan. Love to see it. Yeah, Angie. Yeah, if you just Google that or look that up on YouTube. There's a show called Lee Mujin's Service, but he's a singing K-pop guy, and he invites other vocalists on, and they sing a few songs together, stripped down like MTV Unplugged. In this case, it's just like this cool jazz pianist in Winter from aespa, and I've been obsessed with the song Confetti. That one makes all the hairs stick up, tears stream out of my eyes every time I hear it. It's really cool. But yeah, look that up. It's amazing. Anyway, Sarah wants to be a professional jingle singer. Yeah, that'd be a cool gig to get into. Yeah, we have friends that do voiceover and stuff, but yeah, we never really pursued that, even though we have all the studio and gear here, more than plenty to do that. But yeah, I just don't want to read other people's crap, you know, like if Budweiser wanted you to read some crap, or Arby's, God forbid, or something like that, you know. So we intentionally, you know, don't go down that road. Pay the consequences, I guess, but you know, at least I don't have to speak for companies that we don't agree with on. Anyway, what's that nothingness? Hey, I don't remember you as a channel member, Nothingness. Did you get a membership last week? Was it one gifted to you, or have you been one for a while? But anyway, let me read your question here. Why is it that the most radical anti-vegans are religious? I know a couple of what you're talking about, but there's a lot of super radical, nonsensical anti-vegans who don't seem to be religious, to as far as I know. But does God enjoy mesmerizing? It's weird. I don't know if I should answer that question. My beliefs on that, my opinions on that, I should say, might be offensive, because I know there's it's a controversial, sensitive topic when we start getting into religion and stuff like that. But you know, I just want to parallel. So there is a certain sect of, I'm not saying all religious people, but there's a certain radical group of religious people, I don't want to call it any religions, who hate, like, say, LGBTQ, and they justify that hate on some radical interpretation of their scripture. I think I can say that safely without, like, you know, being offensive or anything like that. But I think the same thing is sort of happening with anti-vegans. They find some kind of biblical thing to justify it. This is why I hate Ryan and so many other of you vegans, because the scripture says I should. It says here, I should be mean to you and try to smear your names on social media, because that's what my deity, he or she would be pleased if I lied and made fun of you guys forever. Anyway, hey, AJ, good to see you. And welcome, VLAM as well, and annoying but morally consistent. Did I answer that question? Okay, nothingness. I hope I did. But Allison, you're absolutely right. Religion or not, it's become socially acceptable to hate on vegans and veganism. I think it's one of the last open groups that your average person can still hate on and not really receive many like negative consequences and repercussions. But it's the same thing. Hate is hate. Whether you hate on someone for being LGBTQ, that's bigoted and messed up. Whether you hate someone because of the color of their skin or their ethnicity, that's messed up. But those are more tabooed now in society. And there's a lot of cancellation and just a lot of consequences. But you can hate on vegans all you want, consequence free basically. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we are, again, like the other groups I mentioned, like minority groups. Vegans are 1 or 2%, and it's we're just doing our thing. We're not being we're not bad people or anything. We're just silently going about, or not, sometimes not so silently going about our lives, and eating in a way that's consistent with our beliefs. And my belief, it's just wrong to don't need to eat animals. Let them live. I'm doing just fine. 13 years in, not having consumed any animal products. I feel wonderful. I played basketball today. I told you, for almost 3 hours. And one guy I played with, he's about my height. He was complaining that I'm too tall. I said, I'm your height. Like, why are you complaining? And I told him I was 56. He just came up and high-fived me. He said, congratulations, because he had no idea. I was keeping up with him. He's 25. I was keeping up with him on defense, blocking shots, causing trouble, and he's a good player too. But anyway, just saying, I'm doing fine, and there's no reason why veganism is some kind of like second-class life, like you're giving up, like being able to like function or be happy or athletic or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Copy Boy, you can ask me anything. Copy Boy, if you have any questions. I'm sorry if our bot got mad at you, Copy Boy. I'm sorry. But yeah, Copy Boy was here from our listening party on Bandcamp a few weeks ago, and tonight at the Love Spirals premiere. So ask any music questions. I said tonight anyone can ask any. I'm opening up even more so than normal. I'm usually pretty open, but even ask anything you want about music, a music career of mine, my bands, my albums, my music gear. You can even get a little techie or geeky if you want tonight. I won't go too deep into that, hopefully, but we can ask anything. And I'm sorry, Copy Boy or anyone who might have got a warning from our bot. Our bot is sometimes overly sensitive, not in an emotional way, but like a lot of false positives it reacts to. So anyway, yes, and ask me anything with Ryan tonight. So ask away. Hey, Rhonda Feldman, what was the writing process for the Flux album? Yeah, that's when we did the video premiere. Yeah, if you guys don't remember, I spent many months this summer in this room transferring old digital audio tapes that were on the verge of dying on these DAT machine tapes that were on the verge of dying. Anyway, I got it all transferred. I spent months on that and the actual mastering process, and we finally released it. So yeah, you want to know how the songs get written back then. I mean, each song on Flux, I'm talking about the core 9, not like the 13 bonus tracks or whatever, but the core 9, each one has its own unique story of how it got written, its own unique way. Often it was me just like maybe grooving something in the studio, putting stuff into the sampler, maybe putting some voice, some drums, some bass. And the album was very drum and bass influence. So often I would like sample some drum beats and then slice them up on the computer. That's my first album where I ever used a computer to do anything. I didn't use a computer for audio, but I did it to like slice beats. So I did use it for audio. So it was a little bit more technical. And the previous 3 Love Spirals Downwards albums, I just had an 8-track tape machine, 8 separate individual tracks where you could record to, and just kind of built up from there. But yeah, I started getting more digital technology, like a sampler, and find this little digital audio tape recorder that could record 4 tracks. and sync up with my tape machine. So that's how I kind of did it. I recorded a lot of vocals onto that separate digital recorder, synced it up, and I was able to like copy and paste stuff like I do now so easily in like Logic, or if you guys know what Pro Tools or stuff like that is. So this basically Flux is me just getting my feet really wet with the newer, digital audio recording techniques that were finally getting released to the lower price ranges that I could afford. And now everyone gets it. Like anyone who buys any new Apple computer, you get GarageBand for free. You guys don't realize how powerful GarageBand is. I would have gone nuts if I had that in 1996 and 1998 to make Ever and Flux. I would have gone crazy if I had that power, that technology. So anyway, yeah, it was just a lot of experimentation basically. But yeah, Suzanne, my singer, and I, we didn't really sit down too much. I wrote all the music. Then after I'd get the songs pretty structured and flushed out, all the verses and chorus, I have a pretty much complete instrumental song, I would bring her in, and then we'd try to come up. I would work with her. I would let her do her thing, obviously, but I would work with her, maybe help come up with a harmony, or if she's having trouble with a phrase, throw her my suggestion out. I kind of still do that with Angie. I respect my singers. I let them be creative and do their thing. But it's always sometimes helpful to have a second brain there to throw another idea out there when need be. Anyway, that's how that comes on. Oh, thanks, Angela Ochoa. Thanks. I remember your name. So Copy Boy. Did you have a question yet? Let's see if Copy Boy asked one, because I know, Copy Boy's been let's see. I don't know. Hey, Peter's here tonight. Awesome. Hey, Uncle's here. Awesome. Our two awesome moderators. And plus Angie. I got triple moderators tonight. So, no haters are getting through. Plus, I politely asked the haters in the title of this live stream, as you see up there, don't come tonight, please. I'm going to talk about nice things. And again, I'm tired from another marathon gym basketball session today. Let's see. Hey, Valadaklia? If I mispronounced your name, I'm so sorry. I came in late and I just love your music. Thank you. Sometimes if I fell, like I hear guitar influences from Pink Floyd, and other times the keyboards sometimes remind me of 07. You described the Love Spirals 2009 album perfectly. Future Past. Yeah, absolutely. That was like a fusion of what the music that I was really into in that period of time in my life. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of just beautiful David Gilmour, Pink Floyd stuff, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here. Which I found to be not too far off from like my 80s hero, like Robin Guthrie. He would get the distortion, sustain it, and make these really crazy sustainy solos too. I found the fusion of those two worlds there, and also a lot of down-tempo electronica. So 07 definitely an influence. Air, if you guys remember the band Air, stuff like that. Just kind of more chilled down-tempo electronica stuff. So you totally picked it up. And Sarah knows, Love's Easy Tears Forever. Yeah, Robin Guthrie's got some amazing sustaining guitars on Love's Easy Tears. That's one of my favorite EPs of all time. One of my favorite albums of all time, basically. I've listened to that vinyl so many times. I've got several copies. We'll see if they even sound good anymore, because I played that so much back in the 80s, or I guess it was probably the early 90s when that was the 80s. No, it was definitely the 80s, because I was already making music by 89. Yeah, we saw 07 at the Hollywood Bowl back then too. That was cool. Yeah, David Gilmour. You totally called it there. Vila Daclia. You totally got it. Yeah, and I still have my my guitars that are really David Gilmour. Like this guitar is kind of like my David Gilmour Black Strat. He's kind of known for the Black Strat. This guitar kind of is almost kind of a lot like that in so many ways. So this is like one of my David Gilmour machines here. I run this, through the distortions, and also too, for the tech heads out there, this is the guitar I showed in the Love Spirals video premiere. This is the Ibanez Tallman that I used all over Flux. and I still use it all the time. I used it on everything. I mean, every song I've made for almost for the past like couple years. It gets, you know, again, this is a great guitar for sustain. You know, it's got these humbucking pickups, unlike my Strat, so it's silent. I can pump some heavy distortion, sustain-y stuff on it, and just hold notes, and it sounds great. So. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't get rid of that Ibanez. I thought about it so many times, but I think I'm gonna have to keep that sucker for the rest of my life because it's so useful. It has such a nice sound for just like a Cocteau Twins Gilmore sustain. Oh, you've seen Air a few times in San Francisco? Yeah, we've seen him a couple times. Yeah, we saw him at the. What's that Disney Hall in downtown? We saw him at the didn't we see him at that place next to Angel Stadium, the Grove or whatever it's called? Yeah, maybe that's it. But I love them. I love that song La Femme d'Argent, the first song on Moon Safari. And actually we've collaborated and met the female vocalist on that album, Beth Hirsch. I remixed a song that we all kind of worked on together. Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, it's kind of cool to meet someone who worked intimately on that album. Never met the guys from Air, but I met Beth, and she's got amazing voice. If you've heard those songs, well, she sings maybe 3-4 songs on that album. Anyway, not Air Supply. Definitely, we're not talking about Air Supply. Very different sound there. Yeah, very. That's very kind of like yacht rock or something, huh? Or anyway, yeah, maybe it's the Galaxy Theater. It might be called the Anaheim Grove now. I forget, Angie, but yeah, something like that. Michael Mitchell, Satch. Satch. Who's Satch? Satch had one almost just like that. You talking about the Tallman or the Strat? Curious which guitar you're talking about. Who's Satch? At first, I think maybe like Satriani or something. Satriani has an Ibis, but nothing like this one. His is really tricked out for more hard, like shredder style of guitar. And this guitar I just picked up there is horrible for shredder style. AJ, so many bands you've never heard of. I know, yeah. We've listened to a lot of bands, so we can go deep into a lot of different genres and stuff. I just like good music. I don't put any labels or limits on what I like. If I listen to something and my brain fires off pleasure and delight, I like it. It doesn't matter what it is, what era. I don't care what genre, who the artist is, I mean, I can't think of an example right now, but there's some really kind of almost laughable, cheesy artists. You hear a song like, wow, that song's amazing. I don't care who did it, as long as it's good. So, what's that, Bill? Any heavy metal lovers, tomorrow night at the Bullturn is Camelot with Battle Beast, killer bands. I've never heard of those. Yeah, I'm not a big metal fan. Kind of like some metal in the 80s when I was growing up. Like I don't know if it's really considered metal, but I was like, Angie and I were big fans of like Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz, I liked more hard rock, I guess, back then. I was like kind of like more into Led Zeppelin or Rush or Van Halen, sort of. Now, I have performed Backstreet Boys. I want it that way from time to time too. I would try to grab it right now, but I remember I learned, I think, put a capo on and it changed keys and it sounds even better. It's more true to the song. I was playing it in the wrong key, but anyway. Hey, Dion Payne, how's it going? So yeah, these are good questions, good musical questions here, and some good vegan questions too along the way. So we'll answer some more vegan questions too. I don't want to make this all about music tonight. So yeah, let's open up to everything. Anything you want to ask me, just be respectful, be cool, even if you're not into veganism all that much. If I told you or asked you in the comments this week to come here and try to defend your what I perceive to be a ridiculous statement or assertion about veganism, you can try so now. Just be cool. I learned via Doclia. I had guitar lessons for a little bit. When I first got a guitar, like in like second grade or something, I had some guitar lessons for a couple months maybe, and then I think starting in fourth grade through maybe like 11th grade, I had guitar lessons almost weekly. So I learned. I didn't learn I'm not like totally trained or anything like that, but I would say most of everything I've learned has been self-taught. It's hard to describe, but yeah, I'm kind of a combination of trained and self-taught. But I perceive myself more as a self-taught musician, even though I did have years of training. So I don't know what that really boils down to. Oh, I see. Copy Boy has a question for Angie there. How to make that crazy fried, quote, egg that Ryan had. Oh, I wonder if that's the photo from Veggie Grill, because that thing's pretty cool. Hey, Diablo Sal, how's it going? I haven't said hi to you tonight. How's it going, Diablo Sal? Let's see. Recipes using okra, Cheryl. Yeah, we talked about okra last night. There's one in which book is it, Angie? Is it in the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook? Let me know, Angie, if it's this one that has your kind of fake shrimp okra kind of pot soup thing. Let me know. I forget which one it is. But yeah, we don't eat too much okra. It's one of those foods that's kind of tough to eat. Dion, I don't know. I don't think we have any special plans this Labor Day weekend. So, yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of taking it one day at a time right now. I mean, we have, we plan things, but also kind of live day by day as well. It's a weird combo, weird fusion. So, okay, okra is in your gumbo, and yeah, that's in the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So let me give you a link to that if you would like that, because yeah, it's a tasty recipe. We haven't had it in a while. Yikes, let me get to where I want to be here. Let's see, Happy Healthy Vegan. Actually, we haven't sold these for a while. I mean, we haven't sold one for a few weeks. Angie and I are talking about maybe having a big sale on one of these sometime, but yeah, let me send you the link. Actually, let me just send you the link to the top level of our store, because you can get an ebook download right now, or you can buy the print book and we'll sign it for you. The choice is yours. So it's just shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, our cookbooks. So let me paste that down there for you. You can have a look for the okra recipe, and it is a delicious one. Like I said, I'm not a huge okra person, but when Angie makes that, I'm eating the okra for sure. But hey, Michael Mitchell, if you just are here and just subscribed, thank you. Let me know if that was you. I know, yeah, sometimes people ask us, why are you eating the fake egg for? I don't know, because, for me, it just comes down to not the healthful aspects of plant-based eggs, but just to the aspect of what veganism is. Just, it's just a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It's kind of like eating a fake meat or something like that. I'm not doing it to, like, normalize animal-based meat or anything like that. Just a food that you can eat that doesn't involve cruelty. So it's simple as that, and if you feel, if any of you guys out there aren't into it, totally cool. That's all good. Everyone, has their own preferences as far as, how far they want to take it or something like that. But yeah, I mean, for me, if there's no cruelty and exploitation, I'm down. As long as I want to eat it. And like I said, we don't eat that stuff. I've had it twice in my life. It's just kind of interesting because it's huevos rancheros, a dish I cherish. It's, I discovered it in one of my band trips from Los Barros downwards into Mexico City. And I remember having my first huevos rancheros there. It had my mind blown. So yeah, to be able to have a vegan version of it, it's like awesome. Totally cool. Yeah, and just egg. Yeah, we'll have that a little bit more. Sometimes, yeah, we'll maybe once every week or two or so. Roughly, I'm just taking a ballpark guess there. Doesn't have to be that frequent. Yeah, we'll make a scramble out of a just egg. That's cool, but it's not like an everyday part of our life or anything like that. Just something to have a little fun one morning or something like that. So I'm not just having my smoothies every day. It's fun sometimes to have some cooked food for breakfast. And anyway. Hey, Michael. So that was you. Your friend introduced you to our music back in 1999 with Hoover Phonic and Robert Miles. Wait, I know the name Hoover Phonic. Wait, Huh, that's cool. What did they show you? Was it Flux maybe? Yeah, let me know which music of ours that they that your friend showed us. And cool, you've known about us for decades. That's awesome. The 90s, the 2000s, the 10s, 4 decades. Awesome. That's, that's some staying power right there. And it means a lot to me that so many people have been listening to our music continuously for decades. That's just cool. Oh yeah, Angie, yeah, just egg with chorizo and potatoes. Yeah, we make that dish from time to time. I'll get the air fryer out, make the potatoes, and Angie gets the rest done in the skillet, and it's quite delicious. Sometimes we'll warm up some corn tortillas. You can dip them, the tortillas and all into it all. It's a fun meal. Like I said, the next day I'll go back to having my smoothies. Wow, who's this Gaz person, Dr. Bear? Is that someone who was like a vegan and started like raising chickens or something like that? I remember you guys told me about someone like that like a month or two ago, and I had no idea who the person was. So I didn't really want to comment because it would be a completely like, ignorant thing for me to do. Because, if you don't know something about something, the commentary is kind of like worthless. Ooh, vegan potato salad this weekend. Hell yeah. And the recipe is on our happyhealthyvegan.org site. So yeah, there you go. You can get that for absolutely free. Our potato salad recipe. Angie's potato salad recipe. Oh, Copy Boy, you know our recipes? Wait, are you vegan too, Copy Boy? Are you vegan and Love Spirals music listener? Let me know that, because that's like totally ultimate. That's like for me, that's like the coolest of cool. It's like, wow, both of my like pasts. That's totally like cool. Anyway, but yeah, we might actually have that tonight, Copy Boy. We were talking about what we should have for dinner tonight, and Tuscan kale pilaf came up as a strong possibility. Okay, so this Gaz person, Bill, thanks, is a vegan chef who got 6 rescued chickens. He does not eat the eggs, but he feeds them back out. But he does give the overflow eggs to friends. Like, yeah, what is he going to do? That's a kind of a quandary to be in. If you're a vegan and you rescued chickens and they make eggs, yeah, what's the ethical thing to do with them? I've never really thought about this in any deep manner. So I can't say what I would do, but let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Gaz rescued chickens, but he's taking their eggs. Dr. Bear saying this and saying there's nothing wrong with it. He's very wealthy. He should give the chickens contraceptives instead. Yeah, there you go. Problem solved there, right? Huh? Copy Boy, awesome. See, this is what we like to see, Copy Boy, because you don't understand unless you come here on these regular Friday live streams what hatred I personally receive and many others in the live chat receive from people who are not vegan. See, I love what you're saying here. Sorry, I'm not vegan, but I still love vegan food, which is plants. A lot of people think vegan food's like some weird thing. It's plants. Like, you probably eat plants already, right? I mean, I'm just saying non-vegans are probably eating plants. And most importantly, say I have total respect for all vegans. Awesome. That's what we like to hear because that's how it should be. I'm not saying people should kiss our butts, but yeah, we should all respect each other and try to get along, rather trying to attack those who are different from you, as we see happen so often, almost on a regular weekly basis. I get it all the time in the comments. People hate me for just nothing I've done other than a personal decision I made to not consume animal products. But for some reason, that personal decision triggers other people in such a way that they'll hate you for that thing you did that doesn't even affect them in any way. It's mind-blowing. I don't understand why some people react so hatefully when you just be like, Copy Boy, yeah, cool, people are vegan, awesome, cool, But yeah, I guess it presents a quandary if you're a a vegan or a vegan chef, whatever, and any kind of vegan, and you have rescued chickens and they already impregnate. I don't know how it works, fertilized, and they can produce eggs, what to do with them. Because, I mean, we know why chickens make eggs. It's not for humans to take them away from them. They've developed the ability to produce eggs, as all, animals have a reproduction method. Theirs is eggs for chicken purposes, and that's, to take their product away from them for personal benefit, either for your own eating pleasure or for monetary or even gifting, someone else is going to derive benefit or pleasure from it. It kind of goes against, what veganism is a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So yeah, one can make it a really solid argument that Gaz's chickens, and I don't know anything about them other than what you guys just told me here. One can make a really solid argument that his chickens aren't being exploited, they're being rescued, So bless Gaz from what you guys have told me. But when you get down to the nitty gritty though, the eggs are the chickens' stuff. They made it because they're chickens, and it's for chicken purposes and chicken businesses, and to take something away from another sentient being and use it for your pleasure or benefit. We can look up the word exploitation, as we've done many times on this live stream. That's a classic textbook case. So if you want to be true to your ethical beliefs that shouldn't exploit animals, the eggs is a big problem. Again, I don't know what the right answer is. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm just saying, Anyway, what's that, babe? Read Dr. Bear's comment. Let me read Dr. Bear. Let's see. Dr. Bear's talking about the contraceptives. You must know a lot more about this, Dr. Bear, so thanks for sharing this. Animal sanctuaries give their chickens contraceptives to prevent them from laying so many eggs, which is terrible for their bodies. Yeah, exactly. I know that chickens in a more natural state aren't constantly producing eggs. It's it's a lot of wear and tear. Yeah, Gaz should do this. Yeah, you said he has the funds to do this. He's a person of means. So why not do that? That would solve all the problems right there. It's better for the chickens. It's kind of exploitive to force chickens to produce more eggs than they ought to be producing, right? And then to give them away. So I think that would be a wonderful solution, given what you guys have told me here. Again, I don't have much knowledge about it, but that sounds like an awesome solution. Dion Payne, I don't hate you, Ryan. You're too damn cool. Well, thank you. You'd be surprised how many people really do hate me and other people who have expressed in public, as I have done, obviously, that I don't consume animal products, and people will hate you for that. They don't know anything else about you. Just that one fact, that one detail will be all they need to hate you. Hey, Nothingness, thank you for your super chat tip there. JOD Currency, where are you from, JOD? Just kind of curious. Jordan, maybe? Let me know if I'm right. I'm just taking a guess out there based on the letters there. Well, thank you so much, nonetheless. I appreciate it, Nothingness. Was that Violet Dacalia? Chickens are bred to breed more eggs than they would naturally. Yes, do 10 to 12 per year, but rescue chickens still produce like hundreds per year. See, that's a big difference. Say 10 compared to hundreds. So yeah, that's not what their bodies had been designed to do. One a month roughly, rather than dozen a month more or something like that. So it's got to be tough. That's not how their bodies were designed to do things. Nothingness, I got it. Jordan, thank you. Awesome. Thank you that you're from Jordan. I'm glad you're in Jordan. Thank you for the super chat tip there, Nothingness. Much appreciated. Diana, I'll call you Diana instead, because hopefully I can remember that. If I forget in the future, forgive me. I just old and I forget things. Anyway, Dana, I'm not really big on doing performances or anything like that. So I'll jam in the studio sometimes, maybe live, but no performances of anything scheduled. We have really a studio band. I've always been one. LSD, or Love Spirals Downwards, studio band, even though we did play out sometimes. Love Spirals, a studio band, even though we have played out sometimes. This is my wheelhouse. I feel most comfortable, making albums, making CDs, or now making singles, EPs, and stuff like that, and mini albums. So yeah, this is what I think I know that's what my passion has always been, and that's why I feel like if I'm good at anything musically, it's producing our special brand of spacey, ethereal, groovy music in a studio. At Twism, I wore this shirt, Sarah, because it's in the press photos. A lot of the press photos for the Low Spirals Downwards 1998 Flux album, the one I just did the remastered deluxe version reissue for. So yeah, I still have the shirt. It's in pretty damn good shape. It still fits and everything. So I thought I'd break out the Twism shirt tonight. It's actually a weird offshoot. Like, I think Shaquille O'Neal owned this company a long time ago. It stands for The World Is Mine. I don't think it's been around for decades. But anyway, that's the weird little backstory of my weird shirt here. Oh, Chris, you got to help Astro in the kitchen? Well, if you can keep listening, that's cool. If not, yeah, come back if you can, Chris. Hey, good question, Uncle. Do public schools offer vegan options these days? You guys let me know. I'm going to say probably not, right? That's just my guess. Let's see, Green Planet, been vegan for a month, but want to be vegan for long term. Any advice? Not many vegans near me. Yeah, community is always good, knowing people. So if you don't know too many vegans, Green Planet, here we are every Friday night, whatever time it is right now, subtract 30 minutes, and we do this every time. For me, we start at Fridays at 6 p.m. It's 6:34 p.m. for me right now. But yeah, we do this every Friday, and this is what a lot of us consider this, a valid, real, honest to goodness vegan community. Yeah, sure, we're not in person technically. We're all connected virtually through YouTube. But yeah, this is a good place to have friends. And if you're new to veganism, the number one tip I can give you is it's just eating. Like, a lot of people have trouble at first. They're not sure like what to eat. You need to have a few go-to meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every day shouldn't be like landing on Mars, like, whoa, what's going on? It should be comfortable and almost boring in a certain sense, because it is. It's just it's just eating. It's just eating. Eating doesn't have to be weird. It's most non-vegans, they're not thinking, it's so weird. No, it should be as boring as any meat eaters. So leave you a link to our books, our cookbooks. Oh, I saw a super chat tip there from Johnny. Let me read that in a second here. So here's a link to our books there at happyhealthyvegan.org. I would strongly recommend the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, or get an ebook of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. We have breakfasts, lunch, dinner, snacks, and they're pretty easy to make relatively. Angie made it, and her intention was not to make it like fancy foods to impress your fans. It's just stuff we've been eating every day, day in and day out. We don't want to sit there and cook for 2 hours. We just want to get it done in half an hour or something like that, be in and out and move on, get on with our lives, So yeah, hopefully you check that out. Yeah, if you get the eating down, it's easy. If you eat enough food, balanced vegan diet, you're good. You can do it for the rest of your life. We've been doing it for 13 years. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Johnny. Much appreciated. All right. Hopefully you're well. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks. I think I'm finally over this BS grief. Hopefully, grief sucks. I'll give it some more time. Yeah, grief, is something you have to experience in your own way, at your own pace, so, yeah, it sounds like, from what you just said there, that you are kind of on a new phase, a new stage of it, and you are on your way to healing. But yeah, grief is just, it's very complicated. I want to try to minimize or anything. It's one thing grief is just, it's a reflection of how deeply you felt about a person, right? And it's a meaningful person, and it's a loss. So that's what it is. It shows you how important someone was to you. Let's see. Oh, no, annoying but morally consistent left a tip. And yeah, you can consider this Green Planet if you want. If you can be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Motivated to do this. It's kind of tough, but if you want to do this, it wouldn't hurt. You also might want to track what you eat for the first bit in an app called Chronometer, and you can do it on the website for free. I think the app might be a couple bucks. The website, I think, as long as you have a login, it's free. But anyway, you can do it on a site like Chronometer to make sure you're nailing your calories, because a huge mistake a lot of people do at the beginning is they, for some reason, tend to undereat. They're not sure when they're full, or they think maybe veganism is kind of like also a diet. It's like for weight loss or something like that, and it's not. It's just you're just eating plants. because you're against animal cruelty. If not, if you're just eating plants and you're not too concerned with animal cruelty, that's called plant-based diet. Allison, what's that? Dr. Bear, I have a hard time with saying veganism is a, quote, belief. On one hand, most people believe that animals shouldn't be hurt, but it also makes people think of it like a religion. What do you think? Well, it's actually they actually covered this in the definition of what it is. Belief might be the wrong word, because they don't say belief here, actually. They say philosophy and way of living. It's a philosophy. A philosophy meaning you're against animal cruelty, and a way of living, which means if you are truly against animal cruelty, how can you intentionally consume animal products which you know 100% for sure will cause harm to animals? Well, you don't want to be actively paying for and participating in animal cruelty. So it's a belief. It's not a belief. It's a philosophy and a way of living. So yeah, belief might be it's not inaccurate, but it might not be the most accurate word or term to use. Hey, Graham, thanks for the super chat tip there. Ooh, let me fix something before I read that. Thanks so much, Graham. Hey, Ryan and happy vegan family. Heading to a meetup at a vegan joint here in Portland. Awesome. Right. Meeting other vegans and being in a community is essential. Yeah, that as we talked about that Faunalytics report from 2014 that so many anti-vegans love to bring up. They say like 80 or 90% of all vegans quit. And they try to say, and ask them like, why? Why did they quit? Because it's in the report. It's no mystery. They asked them if you're still vegan, and if not, why not? And a lot of anti-vegans are like, because they got sick or it's deficient. No, it's because the vast majority of people who stopped being vegan, or even vegetarian in that report, were social issues, not like problems with getting enough calories or finding food or whatever, making food. There were social things. So yeah, I can't overstate the importance of having some community. And I understand a lot of people don't have a lot of fellow vegans. If you're in Portland, yeah, totally, no problem, right? Easy. But depending on where you live or if you're introverted, come here if you don't have a community. I will provide this community on Friday nights and more times, so you can come to our live premieres that we do like once or twice a week. But yeah, this is a vegan community for sure here. So participate here as well. Oh no, Foo, your son got in a car accident. The other party tried to hit and run. Tried, meaning did they stop? Did they stop the hit and run situation? And I hope your son is okay there. Yeah, car accidents are always a bummer. And Foo, you didn't miss any poop flinging tonight yet. I kind of saw someone who's gonna, I think, maybe try earlier, and we just kind of shut it down. Yeah, Allison. Yeah, veganism's not a religion. How can having a philosophy and way of living which is against animal cruelty and exploitation, how is that a religion? Usually religions have like a deity and scriptures and stuff like that. I mean, am I the vegan deity here or something like that? I mean, veganism is not about the supernatural or stuff like that. It's about the here and now, this world, about animals. Hey Brian, it's been pretty chill. We've been talking about music things a little bit tonight because I did a premiere on the Love Spirals band page right before this live stream. So we've been opening up the question. The live stream to even more music related questions than normal. But no poop flingers. As I asked in the title tonight, please no haters. I'm just not in the mood tonight. And Peter, I saw that, I didn't see it, but I saw it pop up on Netflix, as you said it was there, the documentary about Blue Zone. So I'll definitely check that out soon enough. Yeah, it looks interesting. And I'm sure you're not going to see any carnivore or keto, Blue Zone people. I remember from reading the Blue Zone book a long time ago. They're not vegan, but they're not eating a boat ton of animal products. They're eating plants. They're eating peasant food, what we eat. Religion leaders wear funny robes, and I don't have any funny robes, Uncle. I don't even have a what's that called? what's that called? A bathrobe. Oh, I got strangely, I just got a text right now from a friend I mentioned in the Love Spirals video premiere. My friend Nick, who I borrowed the DAT machines from because I was having trouble with mine. He got some other old piece of gear from the 90s, an Alesis micro compressor that I used all the time. I probably used it on Flux. I used it on, I think, pretty much every Love Spirals Downers album, except for maybe the first one. But anyway, we got that working again. He collects and specializes in old like gear, so he knew where to get it fixed at. It's a stereo compressor, and only one channel is really reliably working. So he got it fixed for me. He just texted me, let me know. I'll get back to him after the fact. But I'm excited to put it in the studio. I have a spot in my rack here for a stereo compressor. I mean, I want to run that. I heard it's really cool for squashing vocals and making them sound cool. So I'll check it out later. Foo, you smoked a reefer at a Gilmore gig, forgot when you parked your car. Let's see, Brian, I'm not super big on meat replacements. I have them once in a while. I'm not like against them. They're kind of expensive, right? So I'll just have them once in a while, but have I eaten any meaty products? No, I have not. I've not heard of meaty yet. I don't think they're in our stores here. Maybe it's a more regional thing, maybe. I don't know. You can tell me more about that. You can't wait for beanie season, Sarah? Yeah, I'll wear beanies anytime here. I don't care what time of year it is. If my hair is like dirty or messed up, yeah, beanies. If you guys see me wearing a beanie in a video, it's like either we're having a bad hair day or just a dirty hair day or something like that. Foo Man, yeah, I assume you probably found your car eventually, right? Or else you'd still be wandering that Gilmore parking lot to this day, huh? And Foo, you were safe from the hurricane, right? You were probably hundreds of miles from Idalia, correct? I assume. Diablo Cell, good point. Yeah, not sure if you should drive your car if you're so out of it you can't even find your car. It's probably a good thing you spent some more time coming down and able to find your car eventually and drive home safely. Hey, Trainer's Tavern, thanks for subscribing. If that's you out there watching, let me know. Say hello in the live chat. Don't be shy. You can do it. Ooh, that sounds good. AJ, vegan cider donuts and pumpkin everything. You guys are really getting into fall. Is it like fall for any of you guys yet? Because right now it just feels like a tropical summertime still here in Southern California. It feels like Hawaii weather out here. Dr. Bear at Vegan Han makes a point of not discussing or recommending what to feed. Yeah. Vegan Han, do you have a question? Yeah, I'm not I'm not trained in animal nutrition or biology, and I'm saying that just I know it's a more complicated topic than a lot of influencers let it as they make it out to be. I think I own a dog or a cat, and therefore I know everything there is, every disease and complication and all the nutrition because my animal hasn't died. Yeah, I don't make any recommendations. I can show you a position statement that I'll refer you to that was written by an ethical vegan who's actually a veterinarian. Would you like me to show you that? Because I agree with everything she says. But yeah, I don't have the training that she does. I don't have the experience that she does. Years of treating animals, years of studying animal biology and all that in veterinary school. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to feed your pets because you know why? I'm a music producer. That's what I do. I make music producers, and I'm a vegan activist, but I'm not trained even in human biochemistry and biology. I didn't study too much of that in college, let alone animals. So I would be speaking out of pure Dunning-Kruger ignorance if I spoke with any kind of self-perceived authority on what you should do as far as like taking care of your personal animals or something like that, because none of us are I don't know any influencers in the vegan YouTube world who are qualified to actually speak with any authority in that. But I'll show you the opinion I get of someone who actually is an ethical vegan veterinarian. I'll be happy to share that with you. So just let me know down there. Who's my favorite plant-based doctor? Wow. Let's see. I had Dr. Danielle Bellardo for a while as my cardiologist. She was cool. Dr. Garth Davis. I've never met him before, but I like his books, or his book, I should say, and I like his posts. I think he's spot on. Omar, vegan runs. You're eating on the bed with the TV, watching Ryan and drinking tea. Awesome. Sounds cozy. Okay, so Diane. Hey, Diane, you found in Northern California meaty steaks at Sprouts and found them to be mushy. I tried grilling and pan frying, so you weren't too stoked on them. Yeah, I remember Brian Kroc was asking us about those. Let's see, Trainer's Tavern. Hey, Ryan. I'm Ryan, too. I just found you again after over a year. Glad to be back. 7 years vegan here and now living in LA. Awesome. Where did you come from? And yeah, we're still here. Keep watching. We're here every Friday. Whatever time it is right now, subtract about an hour. That's when we start the Friday live stream. So yeah, for you, it would be same time zone, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We get together and talk about any and all things vegan, and even things that are not vegan. Like tonight, I've opened it up if you want to talk about any of my musical background stuff. Totally cool. Man, I feel so chill tonight, in a good way. It's just like a pleasant exhaustion from playing so much basketball today. Oh, that sounds nice, Dr. Bear. Delicious. Dion, I don't know. I don't really talk to too many doctors, so I really couldn't answer that question for you, Dion. Jalen, do I have non-vegan friends? Yeah, I'm going to meet one of my old buddies, the guy who did a lot of our early album cover photography. Yeah, he's vegetarian. I'm going to see him. I haven't seen him in years. I'm going to see him next week. So I got friends who aren't vegan. It's not a requirement or anything. Just turns out since I've been so tight in the vegan world the past many years that most people I know now tend to be vegan. But it's not like a requirement or anything to be to be in my circle of friends or someone I like or anything like that. Like from the Bay Area. Oh, I hope you're liking it down here, Trainer's Tavern. It is quite a different kind of pace, different kind of vibe, different kind of climate, Depends where we're at in the Bay Area, though. It's a pretty diverse area up there. I'm just kind of generalizing. But LA, I remember when I lived up in the Bay Area, LA is so kind of plastic and stuff like that. And I can kind of see where that sentiment comes from. But yeah, LA is a great city too. Again, it's so diverse. It's so hard to generalize about any area, really. The Bay Area is so diverse. LA is so diverse. Oh, Brian, temporarily moving? What for? Just curious. Yeah, Peter, I saw that come up in my feed. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I hopefully shall. Produce on pills. Don't you tell him to be vegan, not just vegetarian. I haven't talked to my buddy for a while, so when I see him next week, I'm probably not going to tell him. I'm not going to do anything like that, or else he probably won't want to talk to me again for a few years. We'll probably just catch up and see what our lives have been up to, and it'll be weird, I don't think I've seen him for maybe 5 or 6 years or so. Yeah, something like that. So it's trippy when you see an old buddy of yours and you haven't seen him for a few years like that. But I'm not going to preach to him. He knows my beliefs on this stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have asked such a private question. I was like, oh, okay, it's a vacation or something like that. Okay. Scream at him to go vegan. No produce on pills. I definitely won't do that. I just want to catch up and see how our lives have been for the past few years. That'll be enough. That's all I need out of that conversation. Oh, hola Ryan, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Yeah, Sarah, screaming at someone always works. Screaming at someone and commanding them to go vegan, 100% success rate there, huh? Yeah, Jalen, I wouldn't say it's a requirement for me, but just the way my life has been been so connected to social media veganism that just turns out most of my friends are most people that I've hanged out with over the past 5 years are vegan. But I have old friends that I'll see from time to time who are not vegan. But yeah, like my friend, my buddy Tom, vegetarian, and other guys, like we showed Robert, our mastering engineer, in the Flux video earlier today. He's neither, but he's not an anti-vegan. When we go visit him, he makes us delicious vegan food at his house. So that's the kind of people I hang with. People who are not hateful of me because of my personal decision that I want to take a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. PETA. I should have mentioned Green Planet, that video I made last week exposing a Washington, D.C., well-funded Washington, D.C. corporate lobbyists taking on plant-based meat companies like Beyond Meat and Impossible and trying to make people perceive their meats as ultra-processed, or any vegan food as ultra-processed. That same Washington, D.C. lobbyist group, I didn't even get into half the crap they've done. They've done campaigns on PETA to try to smear them. That PETA goes out and kills animals and stuff like that. Stretching truth to try to get people to see, they suck. I knew they sucked. But PETA is it's like they're a big fundraising organization. And with that comes a lot of good and a lot of negative parts too. And I don't want to speak badly of them. They do a lot of fundraising, and they do a lot of activism and promotion of vegan ideas as well. And I guess I could do a part two, Andrew. There's so many things I could do a part two about, Would it be worth it though? I'm not sure, but I think I let the cat's out of the bag now, so to speak. People know that there's a well-funded Washington, D.C. lobbyist who took the money of the meat industry and restaurant groups who are intent on squashing this rise of veganism and plant-based eating because it hurts their bottom line. And they are doing this through a campaign of disinformation and slander. Because there's no laws, you can lie about someone and get away with it. You can lie about Beyond Meat and get away with it, There's no law saying if you said something about a product is technically not true. I mean, you'd have to say something really wrong to go to jail or get sued and lose. Hey, AJ, thanks for the weekly vegan cult dues here. I'm not the vegan god, as I was joking about earlier, because there's no such thing as a vegan religion. But yeah, I guess maybe veganism can be a cult, and I'll just take the job as the cult leader, right? Someone's got to do it, right? I'll step up. I have a little free time. I could do all the duties and administrative details that a vegan cult leader probably has to do. All right, Vegan Hall, thanks for sharing that. There's plenty of evidence that shows that cats and dogs can be healthy and even thrive on commercialized, formulated, supplemented vegan pet foods. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the opinion of the vegan, the vegan veterinarian, the ethical vegan veterinarian. I'll show you a Vegan Hall, and I'll read to you what she has written here. This is from a website called veganoutreach.com. They do a number of things, but one thing they have here is it's not a position statement like an official organization of veterinarians or something like that, but it's the position of a ethical vegan veterinarian. In general, dogs are much easier to maintain on a vegan diet than are cats, although cats are biologically carnivores in many cases. She didn't say in every 100% of time, but in many cases, they can be successfully maintained on a vegan diet as long as it meets all of the nutritional requirements specific to cats and their overall health is adequately monitored. So you didn't say you got to do all that stuff with dogs, Cats, you got to be a bit more careful. And that's why I'm not going to tell you to do something that you might not follow through. You might not do all these things that they're asking you to do here. With particular attention to urinary tract health, cats require the same 9 essential amino acids that are needed in the diet of all mammals. However, In addition, cats also require arginine and taurine. Taurine is found naturally in meat, but can be supplied in synthetic form, vegan. And without adequate taurine, cats may go blind and may develop a type of heart disease. So again, I don't want to recommend that you do something that you don't do it strictly enough or diligently enough that your cat can go blind. I don't want you to think, hey, Ryan told me something and now my cat's blind because of Ryan. I don't want to have that on my conscience. I'm a music producer. I'm not a veterinarian, but this is a veterinarian here. And furthermore, it says, here's one thing though, one problem that can afflict, here's a problem with cats. Even if you're feeding them, as she says here, one problem that can afflict cats, even if they are on a nutritionally balanced and complete diet, is feline lower urinary tract disease, which is a syndrome that is more likely to occur if urinary struvite crystals or stones form secondary to urinary. It goes on. Male cats are much more likely to get this. But again, even if you're doing all the stuff she recommended here, eating the perfectly formulated diet with taurine and what's the other amino acid there, even if you're feeding them a perfect diet, they can still develop this situation. I don't understand it completely. Obviously, I'm not a veterinarian, but it's something to take into consideration here. Unlike humans, if you're eating a nutritionally balanced vegan diet, it's a slam dunk. You are getting all your nutritional needs met. Cats, perfect nutritional diet, vegan diet. There are some cases where it might not be enough. So I don't know what the solutions are. I'm not a veterinarian, but just be aware. There are some things to be aware of, especially with cats. But yeah, vegan veterinarian says do it, but you should be following certain protocols to make sure you're doing it. Great, so your cat doesn't go blind or something. So anyway, any other questions here? Wow, vegan Han, cool. I didn't know that. See, sounds like you've done your homework on what's in pet foods more than I have looked at. So that's cool. If it's usually supplemented in you said both vegan and non-vegan pet food. Cool. But I don't know why some people like to come to this channel and assert falsely that I'm telling people that your cats can't be vegan. I've never said that ever. I'm just saying anyone who's saying that your cat has to be vegan 100% doesn't know exactly the full story, because it's a little bit more nuanced and complicated than what, say an influencer that's owned one cat and that's their complete case study of one, that they don't really know all that much. So I'm just saying it's a little more nuanced, but I've never said, don't have a vegan cat. And people come here and try to argue with me on that. I go, you're just listening to a certain YouTuber I banned for lying about me, and this was more proof why I banned him. Hey, Jesse's 12 string, you are not late to the party at all. Angie, I just realized to post to IG today, so you're gonna dip. All right, Angie, I'll see you in a little bit. We'll make some Tuscan kale pilaf, unless you want to have more noodles, and I'll go get what's that place called, Panda Express. But it might be cool to have some rice and kale and beans tonight. It sounds really wholesome and hearty. So anyway, any other questions here? We're talking about some cool stuff tonight. I'm glad we're not getting a bunch of haters, a bunch of people who hate me and all the rest of us vegans. It's nice being kind of chill. You can go for some ramen tonight. Yeah, I talked about noodles. Yeah, I had some pasta earlier. I had to make something quick because of I got back late from the gym because I was there so long playing so much basketball. And the live streams are going to start earlier because I had to start half an hour earlier for the band video premiere. So I really had to get something going quickly. So I'll just make some pasta and throw it together with that Trader Joe's vegan, that kind of chunky Trader Joe's vegan pasta sauce. Anyway, so here we are. Vegan Han, I'm not disagreeing with you or anything. I'm just saying, I'm just saying I'm not advocating that you have to follow what I say because I am all knowledgeable vegan veterinarian. That's why I refer to the opinions of others. And she says here, in many cases, cats can be successfully maintained on a vegan diet as long as it meets their needs. So how are we in disagreement here or anything? I'm just telling you, if you're going to do it wisely, do it diligently, do it correctly. And if you don't, you still might be okay. But she said if you want to make sure that your cat's having a best shot at a vegan diet, do it in a responsible manner. I don't think I'm being irresponsible by recommending the position statement of an ethical vegan veterinarian. Is Angie a Dutch name, DSL? I know where she got that name from, and I can assure you she was not. I don't think it's a Dutch name. Maybe it is, but no, she wasn't. She wasn't trying to get a Dutch name or anything like that. Wow, that's cool, Sarah. Not even taking care of any plants. That's awesome. Yeah, Uncle, I need a microwave, seriously, to do more Trader Joe's dishes. So hopefully where I live in the future, I will have a slightly larger kitchen so I could have a microwave. Or unless I do some major reorganizing here and move the dehydrator somewhere or set the dehydrator on top of a small microwave. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Vegan Han, but are you yourself feeding your companion animal pet food? I've told you before, we don't make any endorsements of any kind. If we say we're doing vegan or not vegan, that's an endorsement. If I say I'm doing it one way, people say, oh, that's what Happy Healthy Vegan's doing. I'm going to do what he's doing because it's okay. I'm telling you, this is a policy we've had since, I think, 2014. We made a video and we took it down from YouTube. Angie made a recipe on how to make vegan cat food recipe, nutritionally balanced. I'm pretty sure that vegan nutritionist I showed, that ethical vegan nutritionist I showed would approve of it. It got so much hate. We got called so many horrible things for it. So much hate. And we're just trying to help people. We're not trying to be bad people or something like that. We're trying to put some helpful information to share with people. And it was just so much fighting. Like we're almost having right now, almost with you, Vegan Hell. I'm not saying that's your intention here, but it just got so dark, and it's like we took it down. It's still up, but it's private, if you understand how YouTube works. So that's why right then and there, early on, like our first odd year of YouTube, we said, let's not make any proclamation on what you ought to do or what we do. Look at what we do. Here we are on a pedestal. Copy us because we're so wise and awesome. So, and you can understand why. Let's just say we are feeding our cats all vegan. Let's go down that path. Well, let's say people copy us because, Ryan and Angie know what they're doing. Obviously, they're known for being clever. And you happen to have one of the cats that develops feline lower urinary tract disease on a perfectly nutritionally great vegan diet, and they'll blame it on us. I don't want to have that on us. Or let's say we are not feeding our cats vegan, then all people, hey, you guys are animal abusers. So either way, we are effed. Either way, you get attacked and hated on. So we decided right then and there, this is not what our vegan channel is about. We're not experts on feline or pet nutrition. So we made a decision right then and there. We've stuck to it, 7 years now? We don't discuss personal animal things. Yeah, Dr. Bear at Vegan Han. Okay, I'll just read Dr. Bear here. Who are you to demand? Who are you to demand we justify how we care for our pets? That's between us and our pets' veterinarians. Yes, I agree there. Why do I or Happy Healthy Vegan have to justify anything to you? It's like going to a doctor, say about abortion or something. It's between you and your doctor. Complete strangers outside of that circle don't need to be in on that. And something like this too is something between you and your professional your health care people for your animal, your veterinarians and their health teams. Has nothing to do with complete strangers. Anyway, Yeah, AJ Vantage. Yeah, you're new here. Obviously new here. Ryan is a true animal rights advocate. But at the same time, I'm a human being. And same with Angie, we're humans, and we don't want to bring unnecessary hate upon us. And again, that's why we took down that video from 2014-ish about that great video she made on how to make a perfectly nutritionally balanced meal for a cat. Got so much hate from both sides that we took it down. It's like, no, that's not why we got into this. Getting people hating on us because of animal or pets or something like that. So you can understand, we're animal rights advocates, yet we don't need to seek out bringing on more hate upon us than we already are receiving from anti-vegans. Yeah, what happened to keeping it chill, huh? So I hope you understand, Vegan Han. Hope you can respect our positions here and accept that, okay? Yeah, what happened to keeping it chill, huh? So anyway, Fu, you had a righteous shroom burrito. How is it? How are the shrooms righteous, or was the burrito itself righteous and it just happened to have shrooms? And were they shrooms or mushrooms? A lot of to unpack from your statement there. With my actions, there are victims. I'm creating demand for exploiting and murdering animals. Are you talking about me when you say the word you, or are you speaking you in the what's that called? Like the third person, not referring to any specific human? Because let me know what that you is that you're using there, Vegan Han. Are you speaking to Ryan and or others like Dr. Bear here, or are you just speaking in the general? Because if you're speaking specifically, you're speaking out of your butt, because like I said, we've never made any proclamation about that. Angie points out, yeah, we don't know everything or even much about animal nutrition. Hence, we have the opinion of someone who does. A doctor of veterinary medicine, and I don't even know what a CVA is, who knows infinitely more than we will ever know as music producers and video creators. Yeah, you were giving vegan cat kibble to the neighborhood raccoons, but a viewer told you that taurine is bad for them, so you stopped. See, we don't know what animal nutrition is all about there. But if someone wants to come here and get on a high horse and try to throw stones at us because we made a personal decision to not enter into this debate because we, as people who are putting ourselves there on social media, don't want to bring any more hate upon us. And that cat recipe video brought so much hate on us, we learned quick and early, like, nope. Yeah, Angie, yeah, good point. If someone's not being respectful, it is time to time out, because that is the essence of what our rules are here. Be civil, no personal attacks or harassing, which one could make an argument had been occurring. So anyway, just letting you know. Okay, you're not referring to me personally. Okay, good. You can state your position there, Vegan Han, and yeah, respect, you know? All right, let's move on. We're trying to keep it chill tonight. Yeah, actually, Vegan Han brought this up. Yeah, I wasn't just talking about feeding animals on my own or anything like that. I don't remember anyone else doing it. So I think I've answered your question as thoroughly as I can. I showed you the position of our vegan doctor of veterinary medicine here, which sounds like you would agree with her opinion here. It sounds very pro-vegan here, but being very cautious about how you should take special care when doing so. And I can't disagree with her at all. That sounds like very wise, prudent, responsible information to give. And anyone says, no, you don't have to do anything, just feed them and they're cool, doesn't know what they're talking about, because this person actually probably knows a hell of a lot more, being a doctor of veterinary medicine and an ethical vegan to boot. So anyway, let's keep moving on here. You haven't had to hit the bell tonight, huh? The drinking bell, Vian Moyman. You can drink without. I just hit the bell for you, Vian Moyman, so you can... Oops. I just hit it for you. Yes, Angie. Let's get to a new question. Like I said, I think I answered that as thoroughly as I can, described our reasons, our very specific reasons as to why, because we were the subjects of hate because of a video we made about vegan cat food. So we decided, we made a stance and we've stuck to it, and we're not changing. Nothing you're going to say is going to change us. Fu Man Poo, those poor turkeys on WKRP in Cincinnati. Are you doing like turkeys in like the 70 cents? That was a word. You're such a turkey, Mike, or something like that, you know? Anyway, hey, Emily Crystal, how is it? Heidi had some really good strawberries this morning. I had some frozen strawberries in my smoothie this morning. Any more interesting music stories? Someone was asked for a specific question about music. I will answer it. Yeah, showing your age with that one, huh? Yeah, it must be a Gen X, huh? That's what I figured. Allison, Ryan, how do I record my music? Like, how do you get it from my guitar to the computer? Lol, I'm totally uneducated on this stuff. Is it a specific cord or adapter? No, there's different ways. Like, the electric guitar is different from acoustic guitar, but say for acoustic guitar, I'll mic it up with something like maybe a small diaphragm condenser mic like this, or like the one I'm using too, this large diaphragm condenser mic. Try to get a good placement so I got a nice balance of highs and mids and not too many lows. It's really easy to get too much bass recorded. Electric guitar, I can stick a mic in front of the amp like I got here, or I have ways of going direct into my computer system. And yeah, you need an audio interface to get in your computer. I have a pretty decently nice one here. Many inputs and outputs. So that's the basics of it. Yeah, if you're gonna record a vocalist, stick a mic in front of him or her, and have sound processing gear before it hits the computer. I'm going through right now, way better than I need to for a YouTube video, but a really nice, very professional microphone preamp, a kind of a boutique one, made here in Southern California, and going through a compressor. Actually the compressor it's going through right now was made, it's a DBX 160 XT. I had it since like 1987 or 1989. It still works. I think all made in the United States. And I have like another Chandler one as well. But anyway, just having some good audio processing gear. That's the basics of it there. It's way more complicated than that, but you need some gear, you need some hardware, cables to connect them all, and, a good ear to be able to how to tell if the sound you're recording is what you had in mind. Maybe, you got to move the mic or something. Do I need high PC power to do our music? A good question there, the Experiencer 502. Yeah, if, in general, for music, the more CPU power, GPU is almost irrelevant for making music, but for music, a lot of power is very important. Not like power as far as electricity, but I'm talking about CPU power, CPU cores. I think I have 20 cores. I have a Mac Studio, the first generation one. I got the Ultra. Is that right? It's got, I think, 20 CPU cores, and I haven't hit upon the limit of it yet. This is kind of cool. That's why I said, I'm just going to spend a little bit more. I was waiting. I had waited for like many, many years to get that new computer. I was running on old stuff, just barely making it. So I said, I'm just going to splurge a little bit more, and hopefully it'll last me a long time. And CPU power, which I've always had to like budget and be mindful of, I don't even really have to think about much anymore. It's almost irrelevant. Almost. I have some plugins that are quite CPU heavy. But you don't have to do this. I just run a lot of different processing on my stuff, on my audio tracks. So I like to have a ton of power handy. But you shouldn't have to do that. I didn't have all that power when I made my LSD, my Love Spirals Downwards albums, and the early Love Spirals albums. But I have certain sounds in my head, and I gotta process them the way I do. Speaking on, we're moving on, but what was that vegan pet food video about that we made? Angie made a recipe. I don't remember anymore. We haven't watched it since we took it down in 2014 or so, or maybe it was 15. I forgot. It was way back in our early days. Yeah, it was just a food recipe video of vegan cat food. That's all it's about. Just here's how to make it. Here's what it is, and then all hell broke loose. Oh, there, Angie answered. I made a fresh seitan-based cat food using a commercial vegan feline supplement. And then all hell broke loose. And used to show you feeding your cats vegan kibble from different brands too. And we've just stopped that too. Greg White, 56-year-old recreational cyclist here. Awesome. Keeping up with guys less than half your age. Often doing much better. Still waiting to become deficient. I told you today at the gym, I played a guy who was my height. We're both about 6'4.5" or so. And he's 25. And I said, hey, bro, I'm 56. And he just came up and said, congratulations. You know, meaning, wow. Like, what the hell are you doing to be able to still, like, defend a 25-year-old, you know, at 56? Anyway. Let's see, Allison, when I showed the mics, it totally reminded you of being in choir in elementary school, and your music teacher played guitar, and we used those mics, like the tiny one we showed. Really? Wow. Greta Van Fleet. I don't know any Greta Van. I mean, I know their music, but I don't think I can play any of their songs. Oh, Vian Moyman. Love Spirals Downwards is awesome, but Love Spirals is better. Hey, we don't have to choose or pick a favorite or anything like that, but thank you. Let's see, Angie, yeah, this live stream will probably go for at least another 30 to 40 odd minutes or something like that. I usually end them around 8 p.m. Pacific time. Sometimes I go a little longer, but I started a little early, so I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. I tell you, I'm a little tired and I'm a little hungry. I tell you, let me see how many calories I went through today. I'm curious now. Let me check it out here. Let's see. Actually, I'm in the wrong app. I think it's in Fitness. And I'll see if I can get it on here so you guys can see I'm not lying. Okay. This is better than last week, guys. Workout time. Let's see, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Can you see that there in the yellow? And then on the right side of the phone, active calories, 1,800. I burned 1,826 calories according to my Apple Watch's estimation here, playing basketball today. Hopefully you can see. I'm trying to get it so there's no blur, because if I get it too close, it'll be kind of blurry, right? So I'm trying to get it where my head is. That's the sweet spot for the blur, the background bokeh or something, whatever they call it. Anyway, just pointing out, I did some crazy stuff today. 56 years old or even 26, that would have been quite a gym trip. So I'm kind of chill. Want to keep it chill, want to keep eating. Travis, it's not a contest. It's not a contest. I'm just telling you, I'm kind of chill. And yeah, I don't see this live stream going on super long. You couldn't see it. Well, I guess if someone didn't believe me, they could like pause the video after the live and like zoom in manually on their computer, and it should res up. So anyway, yeah, just letting you know I'm chill, I'm tired, and it's cool. It's a cool kind of tired, you know. I like being tired after so much basketball. I can guarantee you tomorrow I'm not going to work out. You know, I'm just going to relax. I'm going to try to my best to get good sleep and try to recover. And hopefully I'll be back on my feet more Sunday. Yeah, it gets the heart pumping, Allison. Yeah, let me tell you, did you see my average heart rate too? Let's see, my average heart rate, guys. Remember, I was out there nearly 3 hours, and my average heart rate, can you see that right there? It's 140 beats per minute. I think here there's less glare. So hopefully there you can see the 1,800 calories and 140 beat, as averaging 140 BPM. That's pretty cool to keep it going that long. I was in zone 1 for 41 minutes, zone 2 for 15 minutes, zone 3 for 15 minutes. Get this, guys, zone 4 for 44 minutes, and zone 5, that's with a heart rate of 157 beats per minute or greater. Zone 5 for nearly 48 minutes. That's crazy. That is wild. Anyway, but I'm alive. I'm here. I didn't die yet. You know, that lady that says if you're vegan, you're gonna die. Don't know what's up with that. Yeah, Angie, probably tomorrow morning. I look forward to our little Saturday neighborhood walks. That's something Angie and I started this summer, maybe like a month or two or so ago. Yeah, I look forward to it. That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be nice. The weather should be nice, should be cooler. Go out and maybe get a coffee, do a little walk. Who knows? You know, just you know, it's good. That's a great post workout, like strenuous workout recovery thing too, to like get the blood flowing through the legs and everything without like, you know, high impact or high heart rate stuff. Hey, Jalen, thanks for the super chat tip there. Raking leaves is bad for the environment. Did I read this? Wait, tell me more. What? Raking leaves is bad for the environment? I mean, if that's true, I'm not saying it is or isn't. Fortunately for me, I have so many leaves that decompose in my yard and I turn into compost and I kind of spread it around to some of our trees that need a little bit more moisture to protect them. So if that's true, I guess I'm helping the environment a little tiny bit more there, huh? Yeah, AJ, huh? I hate who loves raking leaves, huh? I actually got a leaf blower too, just to blow them off into the street. Then on every what's that, Thursday or Friday, the street sweeper comes and gets them. At least they're gone. I don't know where they go. But anyway, how are the zones calculated? It's all kind of arbitrary. Well, it's based on heart rate, Travis. And it's a little arbitrary, but there's a whole science to it. I mean, you know, certain zones are you know, better for certain kinds of training. And yeah, Omar Vegan Runs, 8 mile pace is a heart zone 3 heart zone. Yeah, as opposed I'm sure if I were to do back in my day 8 mile a minute pace for me, yeah, it would have been zone 3. Good runners can do that in a zone 2. Not to say you're not a good runner, Omar, but I've heard of people that who can run like sub 8 minute miles and still be in zone 2. I never developed that. I don't know why. I was not gifted with that, despite all the training I did in zone 2. Yeah, you can't rake the leaves because those trees are screaming. Bob's not here, right? I see you guys talking about Bob, but he's not here, right? Let's see. Where'd Jalen go? I want to see if he said anything more about the raking the leaves. It hurts beneficial insects. Well, yeah, I know part of the decomposing of leaves is a bunch of stuff. I think insects have their hand in it. I guess that's the wrong word. You know, they have a hand in it. But also, water adds some more energy into it. Sunlight adds even more energy once and synergizes with water as well. So anyway, when I do rake my leaves here, it's pretty rare, but I don't think I'm harming the insects because it all goes into a compost bin. Maybe they die in there. I don't know. But I'm not really seeing many insects, but I'm not getting down and looking. Oh, there's Bob finishing up a lentil recipe. Awesome, Bob. Zone 1 and 2 is where it's at. Unfortunately, I like zone 2 training, but unfortunately, when you get in a real game of basketball, you can't stay in zone 2. It's just even like, you know, the most conditioned NBA athletes, they're not in zone 2 once they're past like warming up. When you're playing a game, they're probably zone 3, 4, and 5 like I was for so long today. Yeah, Angie, super rare to see me raking, huh? Yeah, Omar, yeah, you're not elite. Yeah, I'm not bagging on you. I was, despite all my training, even though I ran like 30, 40 miles a week, I couldn't do zone 2. Keeping zone 2 doing like a 7 minute mile or 7.5 minute mile, I couldn't do that. Even 8 minute, I couldn't do that. I think the zone 2 for me would end somewhere about like 9 minute miles or something like that. You know, whatevs. Even when I was trying to train in zone 2 for like 30 miles a week, I couldn't get it down. Maybe I think it's because I'm so big. You know, I know weight is a factor in like how much energy your body has to expend. And the more energy the body expends, the hotter the core gets because it has to get rid of all that heat that you're doing, and that's what slows you down and makes your heart rate higher. So anyway, no, it's cool. I don't mind that. It's just how it works. You don't see too many like super elite runners that weigh like 190 pounds and 6'5". I'm talking about like non-sprinters. We're talking, you know, like 400 meter or even 200 meter plus, or greater than 200 meters, all the way up to marathon. Oh, Bob, well, cool. You don't need to put any butter on it. Sounds like you're enjoying your recipe there without the butter, cream, ground almonds, and cilantro. Yeah, you can put the ground almonds and cilantro on, but no need to put an animal bit on it. Giovanni, you said your cardio is whack. You do 20 minutes Stairmaster on level 3. That sounds right. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how crazy your effort is on the Stairmaster, but that sounds about right. You know, that sounds like if I were to do a Stairmaster, I'd probably be in zone 3 or 4. I don't think I could keep it in a zone 2, but I've never really done a Stairmaster. I'm just estimating based on my limited knowledge of Stairmasters. All right, Bob, cool. You subbed out the chicken, so we're proud of you there, Bob, and you didn't put the butter on, so we are proud of you, Bob. Yeah, you see, you don't need to add all these animal products to enjoy some tasty plants. That's why I get mad when I see a recipe at Disneyland. I'm like, oh, they had some plant-based dish there, but they had to unnecessarily put a little bit of butter in there. They didn't need to do that. It's like, why put the animal bit in there? It'll be just fine without it. Uncle, walking up your hill, pushing you in zone 7. There is no zone 7, but that's funny. Yeah, walking up a hill, seriously, is a great way to get your heart rate up. You know, no one hill runs or hill climbs on their bike in zone 2. It just doesn't work that way. You automatically have to put in a lot of effort to defy gravity and get your body up this hill. Wow, who are you responding to there, Dr. Bear? Let's see. Wow, I'm going to scroll up to see who you're talking to there. Oh, kids, yeah, Cavaliero Bronco. Yeah, now we have a new thing Angie and I discovered when someone new comes to this live stream. There's like some, like the guidelines of our channel. Ageism, yeah, is making comments about someone, like not nice ones typically about their age. You know, we get that all the time being in our 50s. Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I don't look like I'm 25 anymore. I'm 56, you know? So sometimes the people will try to like put you down or dismiss what I'm saying because, oh, you look old. Yeah, I look older than you probably look because I'm older than you, you know? So some people try to make age an issue when it has no relevance on anything. So that's what ageism is. Discrimination or saying mean crap about someone just because you think they're older. So anyway, Omar, vegan runs. Oh yeah, I probably run 8 minute 15 seconds at zone 2. Wow, that's pretty good. I don't think I ever could do like 8.5 or less, you know, in zone 2. But it's been a long time. I have to go look at my old Strava records and see if I have my heart rate data in there. You're in zone 30 right now. Wow. What are you doing, Sarah? Zone 30. That's like a new world's record. Heidi, you don't like hills? Yeah, most people don't, unless you like that exercise and, you know, that comes with walking up hills. When I walk up a hill, I look at it as a challenge. At first, you know, when you start walking up a hill, if you're not thinking about it, you might start utilizing your knees more, which is bad. It's bad for the knee joints. When I walk up hills with Angie, I say, focus on your glutes. Get it in the butt. Let your glute muscles, the largest muscles that your body has, propel you up the hill when you're walking. Don't use your weak knee joints or anything. Like, check your stride. Use your butt. Use your glutes. Jalen, you run 8.2 miles in 1 hour. That sounds pretty good. I forgot how running all works out anymore. It's been so long. Oh, Emily, yeah, don't worry. It'll get better, you know. Angry vegan, you have raised a good point. Yeah, as I've learned from so many numbskulls that come onto my social media, apparently when you go vegan, you automatically become a bodybuilder and you're not allowed to age and you have to eat only like whole food plants. You can never have like a vegan burger or something like that. I don't know where they got this information from. Yeah, vegans don't age, and they all immediately, as soon as you say you're vegan, you have to take up the art and sport of bodybuilding. Produce on pills. Aren't you supposed to kind of walk on the ball of your feet uphill? That sounds about right. I mean, that's how I run anyway on the ball. I mean, I'm thinking the ball. Are we talking about the underneath the forefoot, or are we talking? You're not talking about the heel, right? But I don't know. I just focus on the glutes, and that for me, if I focus on the glutes and walking up a hill, everything seems to happen in a healthy way. Yeah, and Peter, I'm not wearing traditional shoes too. I'm usually wearing some kind of flat shoe of some kind. Yeah, squeeze the butt, Allison. Yeah, you feel the butt squeeze when you're going up a hill. That way, again, you want to take the pressure. A natural tendency is to use your knees as kind of leverage to get you up. Nope, don't do that. I mean, you can, but you risk unnecessary injury, and you're not getting the glute workout. I mean, it's a free glute workout. Anytime you see a hill, you don't have to go to the gym and do the Stairmaster or whatever. You just walk up the hill and make sure your glutes are being engaged. Free butt workout. What could be better than a free butt workout? What's that, sir? Your knees are great, but your feet get cranky if you run too much, so you mix it up. Yeah, mixing things up is good. As long as you don't injure your knees. That's a really, for me, I have never really had a bad knee injury, but I have very often aggravated those joints or tendons in the knee. Like, I have my shorts on right now. They're like in the side part of the knee here, you know? Yeah, I don't know which ones those are. If you guys know, let me know. But yeah, those can get aggravated by various things. So I try to protect them as much as possible. Because when I want to go play basketball or jump, if those things are sore, it screws me up. Now, Uncle, I'm with you. I hate walking downstairs. Like, I know, so I'm in public and we're going downstairs, people just walk right past me. I feel like a decrepit old man, but when we're going up the stairs, I pass everyone. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'd rather walk upstairs than go down. Yeah, Allison, when you squeeze your butt, going uphill suddenly becomes much easier. Peter, that is one of the things they talked about in the Blue Zone diet of Sardinia, Italy. They have a lot of hills, and they think that is helping them live a long time. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I think the cardiovascular workout you get from walking up a hill and engaging your body's largest muscle groups in the glutes, all that, how can that be bad for you, right? If you're doing that in your older years or younger years, how can that be bad? It's good for your heart, good for your muscle, your largest muscles. Great things happen when you walk or ride a bike up hills, I believe. Joseph, it's hard on your knees going downstairs quickly. Maybe that's why I go so slowly, Joseph. That you may have figured it out there for me. Yeah, maybe I feel like I want to protect my knees. Again, those little joints on the side of my knees. Don't want to injure them. So I'll go slowly down the stairs, but I'll kick ass going up. Use my glutes. Yep, Bob Hill, glute engagement is very important. Wow, Travis, walking 150 miles a day? No way, that's impossible. Carrying mail is your go-to. Lots of hills and stairs. Jalen, how do I get my greens? You blend yours? No, I never really put greens into my smoothies. I just eat them with our meals. Just eat them old-fashioned. That's how I get my greens, just with a fork. Yeah, Omar, I'm with you too. Slower running is meditation. Once you get out of zone 2, it's no longer meditative. It's a struggle, you know, but yeah, zone 2, very meditative. I agree. Jesse, now you feel old and out of shape. It's okay. Okay, 150 miles a week. Oh, when you said a day, I go, I think you're pulling our legs there, Travis. 150 miles a day, you'd be dead. Vegan or not dead, but I don't think that you have enough hours in an 8-hour workday to get 150 miles of walking in. 25 a day. That's still quite impressive. That's pretty much a marathon a day. Damn, that'll keep you fit as F, Travis. Damn, seriously, you don't need to go to the gym or anything like that, you know? And if you do, even more power to you. But man, if you walk 25 miles a day and you have hills involved there, yeah, that's you're set. Wow, Sarah, bar class. What is bar class? I've heard of that. I think, yeah, you do lots of stuff. I don't know if you do use the Smith machine at the gym, which I've never used. Hey, Chris Murphy, what's up? Jalen eats about 3,000 to 3,500 to 3,500 calories per day. So adding greens to meals is too much volume. I see what you're saying. So you smoothie them. That's cool. Whatever you got to do, whatever you got to do to get greens in, because greens are great. All right, so cool. Yeah, we're talking about fitness stuff tonight. Okay, so bar is like Pilates and ballet mixed together, kind of. I cannot imagine Pilates and ballet mixed together. Wow, how'd you find that? That sounds interesting. All right, so wow, your gym has I was going to say, does your gym just have a bunch of classes? Oh, this one sounds interesting. Wow, that's cool. Let's see. I thought I saw an interesting question here. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Sir, you're propelled to move a lot. You have a motor inside you. You think, that's awesome. Okay, so Dr. Bear is telling me more about bar. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it bar A? Oh, anyway, bar is distinguished from other group fitness activities by its use of ballet bar and its incorporation of movements derived from ballet. Oh, it's the ballet bar? Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. Hot yoga. Never done that before. To me, that sounds crazy hard. Yoga's tough enough, but doing it in a hot situation. I was like doing it on the ocean with a breeze. Doing it in a warm room or a hot situation sounds tough. Bob Hill, any vegan drama? Like, for me, none. Unfortunately, I'm glad to say I haven't had really any vegan drama that I can recall, which is a good thing, because I'll take that, because, I don't need any drama. And Joseph, great point, Joseph. Yard work can be a good workout. Yeah, this summer I've been working out in my garage gym way less than I have during the other months of the year. Why? Because it's so hot. I like to work out in the morning, and most mornings it's already, by the time I get out there, it's like 80 degrees and then 85 before you know it. It's like hell in there. No, I'm not going to do it. So what I often end up doing is maybe later on in the afternoon when it gets cooler, like at 5 or 6, I go out and do a bunch of yard work, and I've had so much delayed yard work over the years. So yeah, it's a great workout. Sometimes I feel my core. I'm carrying like a heavy bag of leaves and mulch and stuff, like for 5 minutes across the yard to the trash can and stuff like that. Maybe not 5 minutes, like a minute or two. I feel it. It's a good workout. Uncle, do you do the Bikram hot yoga by your house? Have you ever done it? I've never done a Bikram hot yoga. Yeah, Dr. Bear, yeah, it's unfortunate. Some gyms are really expensive, used to enjoy bouldering when you were a graduate student, and you could use a university gym, but it's some are really expensive. Yeah, I'm fortunate. The big commercial gym I belong to, we've been members since 1999, so I'm kind of locked sort of into a 1999 price. It's like 20 odd bucks, maybe 25 a month or something like that. And I only could go to the one location by my house, so I'm going to go to all their locations, it'd be more money. So I just, hey, that's cool, 25 bucks. I really just use my gym for basketball and my resistance training and all that. I can do it all out in my garage when it's not 80 plus degrees in the garage. I mean, I've done it a few times, but I'm going, screw it. I'll just take the summer off a little bit, let my body recover a little bit, get a lot of yard work done, and go back to it with a clean yard in another month or so when it's going to be in the 70s in my garage again. 70 degrees, not like the 70s with like the Bee Gees or something like that. Yeah, Diablo said, I don't know why they haven't raised my price. I don't know if they can or not. I don't know, but they haven't. So I'm just going with it. Yeah, my gym's kind of locked me into an old school price. Yeah, Ryan, I did talk about the Washington, D.C. lobbyist group that is paid by the meat industry to promote misinformation about plant-based meats. And it goes into it, misinformation about PETA. Yeah, the meat industry has this command center. I forgot where it was, somewhere in the middle of the country, somewhere here. And yeah, they have a whole technological array of stuff so they can try to bring down people like me and other vegans and stuff like that. It's crazy. That's like that. It should be illegal, but I don't think it is. $100, yeah, that's a bit much. And I've been looking at like what gyms cost and like other places I've been thinking about moving to, as you guys know. And yeah, I'm going, wow, like $80, like whoa, $100, like whoa, I'm getting such a deal at my gym. So I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. So we'll see. Hopefully I won't need one. I hope I can just bring my gym equipment with me wherever I go into the future. Green Planet, how often do I think we should exercise? I mean, I like to get something done every day, exercise-wise. I mean, not saying I need to burn 1,800 calories on the basketball court every day, but I think every day do something. Even it's like what Angie and I were talking about, going on a little neighborhood walk tomorrow morning, maybe get some coffee or something, you know, and walk around, you know, just something like that. Just move, do something. Some days, yeah, it could be more intense exercise than that, but every day try to do something. But a lot of people try to define exercise in such strict terms, like they define exercise when I put my like aerodynamic wicking clothes on, and no, just you can go on a walk, just wear your shorts or jeans and sandals. You don't need to have special clothes on to exercise. In fact, I see people out in the running/walking path on the beach, just like going really slow, like walking or running really slow. They're wearing all this aerodynamic stuff. Like, no, just you don't need to do all that to feel like you're exercising. Just move, do something. Yard work is exercise. Travis walking 25 miles a day, delivering the mail. That's exercise. Just do something. Try to move as many days as you can. But I don't know if there's any formula, but I think it's good. If you look at that, Peter's talking about the blue zones. Yeah, they move around. They just don't sit around and play Nintendo Switch all day and watch stuff on Netflix. They're out moving around. They're doing stuff. And that's why I want to live somewhere in the future where I can even go outside, hopefully even more than I can here, maybe. Who knows? Wow, Sarah, your gym's like 135 big ones. Wow. Do they raise the prices ever? Hopefully you're locked into that, so it'll be a deal in maybe 10 years or something like that. But wow, that is a definite high price for sure. At least for me, I would have second thoughts about that. But hey, if you get your money out of it, if you get the value out of it, then it's worth it, right? If you're getting $135 of value out of it with all your, all the exercise equipment, the Smith machine and the Stairmasters and your bar and other classes, then it's worth it. If you go all the time, it's totally worth it. I think gyms make a lot of money off people who think they're going to go, and they go for a month or two or three or whatever, and then they don't go anymore, but they don't ever end their membership. So yeah, if you're getting your value out of it, yeah, if you can afford it, awesome. Yeah, Bob says, yeah, fitness definitely worth that price. If that's what it costs, that's what you got to pay. And yeah, there's not always competition, Giovanni. I'm lucky here. There's so many gyms here. There's competition, so I can get away with a $20-odd a month gym. You know. Yeah, and Omar, your gym could just be at home or just outside running and doing push-ups wherever you want. Totally. Yeah, your old gym was $30, but it's pretty industrial. Yeah, we have those around here too. Your new one in your new town has everything you want. If it's got everything you want and it's $135. Yep, go for it. But yeah, we all are, can only pay for what we're comfortable with. And if you don't think you're going to get $100 of value out of your gym, yeah, then don't pay it. If you can't afford $130 for your gym, then don't pay it. But yeah, if you can do it, I think it's worth it if you're getting that value out of it. And it's, fitness is priceless, I think so. Dr. Bear, Ryan, they don't sit around playing Nintendo Switch all day. He felt personally attacked. No offense to any Nintendo Switch players. This is the first thing that came in my head. I don't even have a Nintendo Switch. But I'm just saying, Blue Zone people, they get out and they walk around and move around and stuff, Unlike what you kind of may visualize, like when you think of a typical American, you think of someone just sitting around and like on the computer or social media, just sitting around and stuff. Wow, Uncle, that's a great deal. $99 a year. Can you reinstate that? Because if you can, that's awesome. Like less than $10 a month. Wow. D, Blink Gym owned by Equinox is $25 a month. Yeah, if you can find something like that. But yeah, not everyone has that kind of a competition and choice, So it depends. Yeah, I've looked around. I tell you, I've been thinking about different areas to live in, and looking around like, wow, there's not a lot of competition here, and they're all at least like 80 or $100 a month. Is it Dr. Bear? Okay. Yeah, no offense to Nintendo Switch if you happen to. I never knew you had a Nintendo Switch. Uncle, or you could play bingo at the senior center. No, see if you can get that $99 one. LA Fitness around 40 or 50. I think that's what it is for new people, but I tell you, mine is like $24, I think, maybe $24.95. Might even be less than that. It's less than $30 for sure. And I don't think they do any. I know for new people, not only do they charge you $40 or $50 a month at LA Fitness, then they charge you an annual like $40 or $50 fee on top of that. So it's actually more than that. You're paying like for an extra month or something. I believe I don't have that even. I think it's strictly like $24.95 a month, and that's it. Sarah, you're looking forward to backcountry snowshoeing season. Wow, that sounds amazing. I know that's a good workout. Snowshoe walking. Yeah, also, yeah, even parks have these little fitness workout things. I don't know what they're called. Fitness stations, I think they're called. Yeah, we have those all around here too. So we learned a lot tonight about gyms and working out and stuff too. Yeah, George, but I'm like you, George. I use my own gym at home. I made an investment, like a one-time investment almost. Get a squat rack, which you can do more than just squatting with. It's just like the center of the gym. Buy a bench. I got a decent bench at like what's that fitness store? Dick's Sporting Goods. Got the squat rack sent to me via Amazon. And also at Dick's Sporting Goods, I bought a barbell with 300 pounds of weights. Gets most everything done. I have some dumbbells laying around that I've had for years. I've got some resistance bands. I got battle ropes. It's a pretty complete gym. I've actually a lot of my workouts lately when it's been hot. It's just been getting me back into surfing conditioning. I'm laying on my bench. I'm so glad I have a bench. It simulates like a surfboard, so I can simulate the paddle motion and then popping up, getting the muscles engaged for popping up. Because, if you don't pop up on a surfboard, it's kind of weird muscles that you don't quite utilize in that same way in real life. So that's been cool. I remember I first got back in the gym for surfing. Yeah, my pop-ups are slow. And now they're fine. So I just need to go surfing. So maybe I'll have a day to go surfing next week. We'll see. Waiting for some nice small waves. Because I longboard. Longboard works great on small waves. I mean, you can ride it on big waves too, but that longboard on a 2-foot wave, you're styling. You're having a good time. Yeah, Uncle, that's a good point too. Walking in the sand, preferably barefoot, but you could probably do it in a flat shoe too, is great for the ankle. I feel all sorts of muscles like moving and engaging. Yeah, walking on sand I did that before too, and I had an ankle injury when it was healthier. I went to the beach and walked around the sand to like strengthen it. Yeah, that's an underestimated thing there, and you get the walking too, the walking exercise. Oh, it hurts your hips? That's a bad sign, Allison. Do you have like any hip injuries or anything like that? And maybe if you have healthy hips, you can do some like exercises that help you like loosen and stretch your hips out. I have a few things I do here in my little outdoor gym or on the basketball court too. Because hips are a very important muscle for basketball, particularly jumping. Yeah, running on the beach is really nice too, Hutch. Yeah, in the morning or at sunset. Let's see. Any more questions for me here? Fitness or not? Fitness or otherwise? Yeah, Omar, walking is so underrated. I mean, I've never seen any doctor say, no, don't walk much. It's not good for you. No, almost every like longevity and like doctor that knows about like, fitness. Yeah, walking. Just go out and walk. Oh, Sarah, you're planning a coast trip now. Like where to? To Mendo again? Or somewhere in Oregon? Either way, it's going to be a beautiful coast trip. I knew it. Of course, Mendo. Yeah, good time of the year to go to Mendo too. The tourists are gone. It'll be nice and cool. Should have some nice fog and overcast, and yeah, perfect. Yeah, the whole stretch of California coast between San Francisco and Eureka, gorgeous. What's for dinner, Uncle? Probably make some Tuscan kale pilaf. Or if Angie's cool with noodles again, I'll get some Panda Express. But we just had some pasta, so I'm not sure if she wants the chow mein in addition to the eggplant tofu. But we'll see. You never know. Allison, you do have bad hips. You need to find a professional who can help you. Aw. Sorry to hear that, Allison, but at least you're aware that you shouldn't, like, you're aware, like, your hips aren't good. So yeah, you should be cognizant of activities, physical activities that aggravate your hips, because yeah, you don't want to make them worse. Yeah, physical therapy, huh? Sarah, have you had that, Allison? What's that, AJ? Try cross country. The scenery is beautiful, and you get a full body workout. Just dress up in layers. Wow. Yeah, those are fun ways to chill. I mean, do some exercise, get some beauty of nature and all that. Yeah, that's what I liked about running, going outside and seeing all the beautiful stuff. Like, my gym ain't that pretty, Hey, Dinah's Bananas. Woo, good to see you. Oh, you can have stir fry tonight. That sounds good. Was it Diana? Well, good night. Thanks for being with us here. I'm going to get going pretty soon, too. And I started a little early this live stream tonight because of the Love Spirals video premiere, so I'll probably end it a little early, too. Yeah, let's see if you guys have any more questions for me. Yeah, you have me all of yourself. If you have anything you want to ask, now's a good time. I'll answer your questions, and I'll get heading out like Diana. Not Diana Bananas, though. That was a good chat tonight, huh, Sarah? Friendly chat, not too many hate. I had that one hater at the beginning talking about their animal manure and put them in their place. I haven't played much guitar lately. Let me see if I can pull something out here, though. Let me try. Have you guys heard that new BTS song by Jungkook? I just figured out the chords a couple days ago. It's called 7. No, that's wrong. I got a chord wrong the whole time. There it goes. I was playing a minor 7th. I should have been doing a dominant 7th. Right there. That's it. I knew something was off. Just learned it like 2 nights ago. So anyway. I'll just pick up a guitar sometimes. Go, I'm hearing the chord change in my head. Let's see if I got it right. Anyway. Oh, I put everyone to sleep with that, huh? That should get going, though. I'm pretty chill. Did I just see someone say something about Jungkook there? Let me see. Where did I see someone say Jungkook? Or did I just hallucinate that? No, I must have hallucinated it, unless someone deleted it. No, thanks, Allison. Let me look over here. Oh, Vine Moyman. I heard on the Vine Jungkook is an anti-vegan? Really? I've not heard that. It seems like if that were true, Vine Moyman, Angie would know about this because that's her favorite BTS guy. So she follows a lot of information about Jungkook. So I don't think that's true because she would know it. In fact, one time he wore a shirt a couple years ago. It sold out like in minutes. It was like a vegan tacos shirt. It was, anything that those guys wear just sells out no matter what it says. It could have a piece of poop on it. It would sell out really quickly. But I don't think so. I would be skeptical. Maybe I'm sure he's not vegan, but I don't think he's anti-vegan. So anyway, I guess I'll do it, huh? 10:56 there for AJ Vintage. Good time for us to end it here too. All things considered, considering I spent burned 1,800 calories playing basketball earlier today, and a little tired from that. And we started a little early because of the music component of the evening on the Love Spirals channel. So yeah, nice stream. Yeah, thank you, Diablo. So yeah, it's nice. I'm glad we didn't get a bunch of haters. I'm glad they were respectful or didn't get notified about this live stream tonight, because I appreciate that. I'm sure a lot of you guys appreciate it too. I let Dr. Bear know that, yeah, a lot of these live streams I'm doing lately, I'm saying no haters tonight because I'm just not in the mood. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for being part of the live stream, the Happy Healthy Vegan live stream experience here. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed, you get notified. And hit the notification bell so you get notified when these happen. But you should already know this. Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time it is right now, subtract 2 hours, and that's when we start these things. And also, you'll get notified though when we put out our just non-live stream videos, the mini response videos I make. So as far as next week videos, Angie is making a new video for you guys who are Happy Fam. That's the people with the green names and the little badges or medals next to your guys' names there. You can just join for like as little as I think $1.99 a month. Goes up to a few more than that, but yeah, pretty much you get almost everything at the first level. You get the Happy Family content, the Angie's vlogs, the members only live streams. And we promise we're going to get you guys some more discounts. We're thinking about deeply discounting our books for the holidays. So if you want to buy a bunch of the Happy Healthy Vegan cookbooks for your relatives and for dirt cheap, because we don't want to take hundreds of books with us where we may go in the future. So we're going to start selling them off now. So just letting you guys know, we'll give you guys some cool discounts come another couple months. We're already getting there, right? We're already in September here, so probably next month. So anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what my next video topic will be. So Peter, I'll check my Instagram. I know you're always sending me news stories. So if you're still here, Peter, thanks. And I'll see what you got for me. I have an idea of something I might want to make too. So, but anyway, yeah, any of you guys who want to send me anything, go over to Twitter, look up Happy Healthy Vegan. It's at Ryan Lum, my name. Yeah, you can message me there, give me your ideas there, or yeah, Instagram, Ryan Lum Rocks. Let's see what else I want to say. Yeah, so I think that's it. I want to thank Uncle and Peter and Angie was on earlier moderating, so thanks so much. And thanks to everyone for being here with us on this Friday night live stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I enjoy spending my time with you guys, so thanks so much. Fridays are always a rockin' day for me. So anyway, guys, much love to you all, and I will see you guys shortly. So I'll see you guys next Friday, and hopefully I'll have a new video for you before next Friday's live stream, guys. So much love, peace to y'all. Thanks so much.